Welcome back to podcast 132.
Let's go.
Okay. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and the Knicks are playing a big game tonight, the night that we're recording this.
Yeah, they are. This podcast comes out on Thursday, but it's Tuesday now. Big game 4.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think the Knicks are going to get mopped.
I think they're going to lose a nail biter. That's my guess. We're going to go 2-2, and the Knicks take Celtics on the road.
Yeah, I think they get mopped.
Okay, we'll see. But the NBA playoffs are here, and Prize Picks has a very special offer for our listeners,
Yes.
Brian.
What is that, Zach?
Do you know what it is?
I do know what that is.
Yeah, why don't you tell me?
All you have to do is place a $5 line on Prize Picks. Any $5 line, use code Makeshift, MAKESHIFT, and you get a free $50 bonus, right?
Yes, all you have to do is pick more or less for players, make a lineup. That $5 lineup will then give you a $50
bonus.
Yeah. It's basically a free $50.
$50 in your account to place another line in the future. What's your pick?
My pick is going to be listed right here because I'm not sure right now. I have to go take a look at the picks. But normally I like taking the over for a player.
I feel really confident in this pick.
And this pick right here?
This pick right
here? The one
here?
that's on the screen?
Yeah, I feel really confident in that pick.
All right. Well, I guess the one question we have to ask is, what are you waiting for?
What?
I'm saying, what are you waiting for? The listeners, download the app. Go use our code.
Okay.
Jeez, okay. What's your topic? I'm not weird. This is what I do.
All right, so I have the first topic here.
Okay.
I saw this on TikTok and I felt like it was a great question. Would you rather get unlimited free beer for the rest of your life or no hangovers for the rest of your life?
This is a phenomenal question, Brian. See, you came up with this?
No, I saw it on TikTok.
Okay.
There's pros and cons to each.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I drink unlimited beer, I'm going to have a lot of hangovers, and I hate being hungover.
Exactly.
That's what happened to us.
I don't know. It's horrible.
Age?
It's horrible. Like if I drink a lot the night before, my next day is shot.
Yeah, I've just never had hangovers up until I graduated college.
Okay, so the unlimited free beer. I have my take. Do you want to give your answer first?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the no hangovers because then you could go out, have a good time, and not worry about the next day, next morning. Less days lost in my eyes.
And you get a lot of free beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Financial.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. No, then you wouldn't get a lot of free beer. My pick is unlimited free beer.
No. See, that's dangerous for you. You know that.
Stop. I look at it as a financial thing. I think the only thing that stops me from drinking every single day is the hangovers. If I didn't have hangovers, I would just be drinking from Thursday to Sunday. Stop lying. You're wrong.
What do you mean I'm wrong?
Sunday during the day, if there's football on and you have an extreme hangover, you're not going to go out drinking. But if you were feeling fresh and ready to go, your friends text you, come have a couple beers. You drink 20 free beers.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to drink 20 free beers regardless. I'd rather only have like my 5 to 10, feel happy, and then be done, and then not feel any ramifications the next day.
I disagree.
I just feel like I want to be myself, you know? I don't necessarily need the free beer in order to, go out and like, I could spend money and not get hungover. I'd spend money to do that.
Yeah, but you usually get hungover.
No, I mean, sometimes. I actually haven't been hungover in a while.
That's a lie.
It's completely not lying.
Okay. Yeah, I would go unlimited free beer just because I feel like hangovers stop people from drinking.
Yeah.
It may sound like an alcoholic statement right there.
That's what I'm saying is like, it almost sounds like a bad thing to have the free beer because it's like a dangerous road that you don't want to go down.
No, because I think the hangover controls it. I think no hangovers is more of a dangerous road.
Oh, because you could just go out recklessly and be... Okay.
Yes.
I see the counterpoint here.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
making some good points, but I just can't do it.
I think hangovers humble you.
Okay.
And keep you in check.
They do.
Because if I got no hangovers, I could probably drink like 30 beers. But I do get hangovers, so at that 10th beer, I stop myself,
Okay. I'm seeing the point. I'm still going to go with the no hangovers because I think I can control myself. I really
hate hangovers.
All right, what updates we got for the people? Any updates?
We're on a golf trip.
We're not. Well, about to be.
Yeah, we're leaving for a golf trip tomorrow. We're going to Ocean City, Maryland. Maybe we'll film some content down there. I think we'll probably film a couple par threes, maybe just some regular holes, and then maybe we'll do the what are you going to shoot video again.
Yeah, we're going to make content one down there. That's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll play games before and after rounds. We'll do everything. Hopefully you guys see that content on Makeshift Golf. So we're going to make a ton of content in Ocean City, Maryland. It's going to be a lot of fun. Our live show, speaking of Maryland, has officially gone live.
Yes, the other one.
Yes, the DC one. So not only are we doing Asbury Park on July 26th, but now we have a fresh link for you guys in the description of this video to go see us in Washington, DC.
Yeah, so anybody from Virginia, Maryland, DC, that area, Come through.
Fly
it's gonna be
in.
fun.
Fly
What's
in.
the date? What's the date?
I can't remember the date exactly.
It's in October, though.
It's in October, yes.
So, yeah.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a lot of fun. I want to say October 13th. That kind of sounds right.
That's my grandma's birthday.
But I'll also flash this on the screen so you guys could see.
Yeah, so we have one July 27th and then one on October. The date will be right here.
July 26th.
July
Keep
26th.
getting that
It's a
one.
Saturday night in Asbury Park. So Asbury Park, Washington, D.C., those are our 2 shows. We got a little world tour going on.
A little world tour, more like the Northeast
East
tour
Coast
of America. There's not much going on outside of that.
That's fine.
We're cruising and we're grooving. Okay. You asked me, would you rather have one or the other, right?
Yeah.
Can I do that to you? Can I give you one
Cruising
back?
and we're grooving.
Yeah. You've never heard that before?
No, it's just funny. You just have like dad statements.
Yeah. Would you rather have free hotels or free flights for the rest of your life?
Is it any hotels and any flight? Is it any hotel I want? And is it any seat I want on the plane?
So it's not any hotel you want. I knocked out all-inclusive resorts.
Okay.
Because that felt like a loophole. You could just live there if you wanted to, rent-free.
Basically.
But yeah, so you could choose any seat on the plane except for first class and no all-inclusive
I
resorts.
can't go first class.
Can't go first class, no.
Then I'm choosing the resorts.
Really?
Yeah, I'm choosing the hotels.
Think of all the places you could go on a plane. And it's not just limited. You could go small plane. You could just take a plane over from New York to Connecticut, wherever you want to go.
But basically, hotels can be free rent.
They can.
Right? That's what I'm looking at. I just will not pay for an apartment and I will go live in New York City in a hotel. I'll stay at the Ritz-Carlton and just live there like Sweet Like It's Zach and Cody.
Oh,
That's what I'll do. I would think I will save 10 times, 100 times more money because I'm living there all year round. And then when I fly somewhere, all I have to pay for is the airfare and I come back to my home hotel.
Yeah, I think if you were more of like a world traveler, then you might take the flights. Just
No.
because, I don't know, Brian.
No, because you just fly there, pay for the flight, and then you could stay there for a month.
But you could go like wherever you want.
You know how much flights are compared to hotels for a month?
For a month? Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. I just go live in a different country and stay there for a month.
So you don't want a home? Where are you going to raise a family? In a hotel?
Yeah, like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
And how'd their lives turn out?
They turned out great. London Tipton turned out great. They're fine. I think they're doing
Her
great.
dad owns the hotel. That's why.
And she grew up there.
Yeah, she did.
I would basically own my room. I wouldn't have to pay for anything.
Okay, I could see the point here. I don't know. I feel like flights could be fun. You could go to Australia whenever you want just for free. It's not a $2,000, $3,000 flight. What if there's first class? What if I gave you first class?
I still wouldn't do it. But I think that you're not looking at like the price of hotels for these places are at least $150, $200 a night, at least. So if you go for a week, that's basically the cost of the plane ride. You go for 2 weeks, you're making more money.
Okay.
I would just go 2 weeks hopping around places, maybe a month at a time.
Okay.
I would go to Australia for a month. I would pay $1,000 for my flight, then get a $10,000 free stay.
I mean, I agree with you. So
I can control the time that I'm there. The time in the air is limited. Like you only pay a set price, but I can stay there for a whole year.
What if you could only stay in the hotel for a week at a time and then you got to bounce hotels? Now your lifestyle changes.
I would still do it.
Really?
Because flights are way cheaper. I fly a 2-hour flight, it'd probably be $100.
Okay.
Let's go 2 hours around the world.
Around the world in 80 days.
Not a bad idea.
Jackie Chan movie.
Yes. Is that a Jackie Chan movie?
You've never seen that one?
No.
That's a good one.
I've also never seen iRobot, but I want to see that.
Okay,
I saw a clip of it the other day.
This microphone's going to bother you the entire
I know, it's
podcast.
pissing me off.
I'm sorry. I tried tightening the thing. It didn't work.
Wait, we actually can just do this.
That's what I said. Do you want to switch and swap out?
All right, I'll be back.
There he goes. Welcome to Zach's monologue.
And I'm back. This one's still wiggling.
Yeah, but can't you twist it?
I'm working. Relax, I got it. Don't touch my side of the things.
I won't.
Also, another update. I have a kind of a beard.
Yeah, you do.
First pod with kind of a beard.
It's not kind of a beard. You have a beard.
It probably will not be here on next time we film. So,
are you trying to grow out the mustache too, or is that all?
I just haven't shaved.
Okay, yeah.
That's
you can't grow a mustache.
I mean, I can. It's just not there.
It's just a little bit. Maybe
It's
you
like-
do like some goatee action. No.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, he's out on it.
I'm out on the goatee.
What caused you to do this beard thing?
Well, I just forgot to shave one day, and then I was like, well, might as well.
Might as well. To be honest, I don't even realize the difference that much.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not
no,
that
but you
prevalent.
have it. It's there.
It's there. It's just not that prevalent.
I've never seen you with this much facial hair.
All right, I have a question for you. This is my funny find that I told you when we were prepping before.
There you go.
If you stacked every hot dog Joey Chestnut has eaten on top of one another, would it be taller or shorter than these buildings?
I love this question. Fantastic.
Okay. So this is only hot dogs in competition.
Okay, so it should be even higher than this.
So he's eaten, I'm going to tell you after because I don't want you to even have an idea.
Okay.
All right. Is Joey Chestnut's hot dogs or Christ the Redeemer taller?
Christ the Redeemer. Oh, yeah, that's in Brazil?
Brazil, Rio.
Okay, see, I know where I'm at.
Taller or shorter?
Look at me, I'm getting
Taller
better
or
at
shorter?
geography.
Taller or shorter?
I'm going to say taller. It has to be taller.
The hot dogs?
Yeah, that thing's not even that tall, that thing.
You're correct.
Yeah.
That thing is 125 feet tall.
That's nothing comparatively.
It's pretty
Come on.
tall. That's like
I think I've ate more hot dogs
In
my
competition?
lifetime. Yeah, not in competition.
Exactly. That's the challenge here. It's 125 feet. It's like 12 and a half stories, basically. What about the Leaning Tower of Pisa or Joey Chestnut's hot dogs?
I think this one's cake again, or it's hot dog. Get it?
It is hot dog. You're right.
I'm going to say it has to be the hot dogs.
You're correct.
Easily. The Leaning Tower of Pisa isn't even that tall.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa is 186 feet tall.
It would be taller if it was straight.
It's pretty damn tall. What about the Statue of Liberty?
Again, we live right by it. It's not that tall.
It's pretty tall, Zach.
It's not that tall.
What are you comparing it to?
How many hot dogs Joey Chestnuts ate in competition?
How tall do you think those are?
Probably 6,000 feet.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah? Am I wrong?
The Statue of Liberty, you're correct. The Statue of Liberty is shorter. It's 305 feet. What about Big Ben?
I don't even know how tall 6,000 feet is.
That's like into outer space.
Oh, it's like a mile.
Yeah, that's far.
Over a mile. It's not into outer space, though.
It's probably into a different sphere.
Yeah, definitely. Into the cumulus clouds. Ooh, let's go Chestnut. I'm going to ride with Chestnut. Why not?
You're correct. Big Ben is 315 feet. What about the Washington Monument? The big pencil.
Yeah. Is it a pencil?
I don't know. It's a point.
Let's go with Chestnut's hot dogs.
You're correct.
Let's live a little.
That is 555 feet, the Washington Monument. What about the Space Needle?
The Space Needle. I feel like that's like just slightly taller than the monument. So let's go with the hot dogs. We're going to keep riding, Joey.
That's the first one that you're incorrect. The Space Needle is 605 feet. The Joey Chestnut's hot dogs that he has eaten in competition is how many feet?
It's 530.
569.8 feet tall. He has eaten 1,013 hot dogs in competition.
How are we stacking the hot dogs?
On top of
like
one of
this, or are we going vertical?
Vertically.
Vertically? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That would have given me a better gauge.
It would have been shorter.
I know.
The other way.
I know. I'm just trying to justify myself. Don't
So
worry.
Joey has eaten a lot of hot dogs. I can't imagine how many hot dogs he's eaten in his real life.
I think, didn't we ask him about that?
Yeah, I don't
didn't
think
we
he
talk
does.
to him about it?
I think he eats a lot of salad.
Yeah, he does eat a lot of salad.
He's not that healthy, though. He can't be.
No.
He can't be that
I mean,
healthy.
his weight really isn't that crazy.
No, he looks like a normal guy.
Yeah.
I think he has a normal stature.
Yeah, very interesting.
I like Joey. Shout out to Joey if you're listening. Probably not.
Okay.
It's fine.
Speaking of food, let's stay in the realm of food. I love food.
Okay.
You have to delete one for the entirety of your life.
Okay.
Tacos, wings, bread, pasta, and burgers.
Tacos, wings, bread, pasta, and burgers. I
Yeah.
delete one.
You have to go without one the rest of your life.
Okay.
You have to remove it from this planet.
Okay. This is tough. I feel like I can't do bread.
See, that's what a lot of people would say.
Yeah,
yes.
you have to keep bread because that's all sandwiches. Like I can't eat a Philly cheesesteak. If I can't eat bread, then I can't eat burgers.
Yeah, burgers, pizza. You got the loophole here. You could keep some items with bread. Maybe.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
I'm definitely going to keep bread. I'm not deleting that because that's like a key thing. Key carb.
I know you're going to struggle a little bit because you used to not eat pasta, but now you like pasta.
I do. Yes. Correct.
And then wings, tacos, burgers, those are like 3 of your favorite foods.
Correct. Yeah. These are like my top 5 favorite foods. I wouldn't put bread in there, but like I guess by association.
But can you think outside of yourself here? Because you're removing it from the planet.
Oh, for everybody?
Yes.
Oh, I don't care. I'm doing this by myself.
So pasta would be a major hit to the planet.
Does wings include boneless wings?
Yes, it does.
So it can't include chicken nuggets though.
No, you could have chicken nuggets.
Okay,
That's
then I'm
fine.
deleting wings.
No, stop. It includes chicken nuggets. though.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, I can.
All right, does it include every single type of chicken?
Well, no, it doesn't.
Okay, so then I'm deleting it.
Okay, that one's the one that's out.
so dumb. Yeah. I just
right.
get popcorn chicken from KFC, even though they don't have it anymore.
And then what? Put the sauces on it and everything?
I'll dip it in the sauce.
Okay.
Tacos are tough to replicate in any other form. Bread is like a key ingredient in a lot of dishes. Pasta is awesome. I love it now. And then burgers are like my go-to food at every single restaurant. I feel like wings are replaceable. Like you can have other types of, like grilled chicken.
You've really came around on pasta. I'm proud of you.
I have come around on pasta.
Really?
I've also come around on like sushi, even though I don't eat many kinds.
Yeah.
I've come around on a lot of foods. I'm
haven't-
having a beard.
I haven't seen you eat sushi yet. That's something I got to witness.
It's really not like yes, you have at MSG.
Oh, yes.
It's not really sushi.
You've
though.
seen
It's
me
just like-
eat sushi there.
I have imitation crab.
Yeah, imitation crab. It works.
Yeah, I think I get rid of wings. I feel like that's like the nice thing for the world.
Yeah,
I feel like everybody would be happy with that. Vegetarians would be very happy with that.
they would be. You got pasta around. Vegetarians love pasta.
I think a lot of people love pasta. I have a question about GTA. This doesn't have to do with food, and this is my horrible transition.
Okay, that's fine.
So we did a topic last week about how much GTA costs to make, right? So after they, I don't know, I guess they announced it, that it would cost whatever, 2.1 billion or whatever. They also came out with another announcement. They released the trailer, and they announced this. GTA 6 has announced 13 side activities that you can do in-game.
Okay, I can't wait to hear them.
I'm going to tell you all 13 in order that they announced, and I want you to react to them.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, first one, you can work out in-game.
Okay, I've been able to do this in 2K before. You know the My Player?
Is that fun?
It is kind of fun if they do it right.
Yeah,
it's like if your character can actually get stronger and bigger, then it could be fun.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. It's not just going to increase your strength. I think your character's physique will actually change.
That's a cool idea. Then then you have to work out.
Yeah, and it'll be a lot of fun.
You can participate in MMA fighting.
MMA fighting, that's a little bizarre. That's wild.
It's kind of fun. I feel like that's just like the UFC video game in GTA.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. I'm thinking of just the octagon.
Yeah.
Head to head. Like Mortal Kombat style.
I feel like a lot of these activities are already separate video games that they're just putting into their giant video.
It's going to be the biggest game ever.
The next one, you can go fishing.
Fishing is fun.
I feel like that could be fun.
You reel them in. Why not?
The next one you can do, you could play billiards, pool.
Okay. Again, 8-ball pool on the phone. Why not bring it to the console?
If they do well with the production of this stuff, it could turn out amazing. Or it could be a little trashy.
I mean, you could play golf in GTA 5. How many people actually played golf?
That brings me to the next one. You could play mini golf in GTA 6. I think they did away with regular golf because it was too challenging.
That's the one that I saw was mini golf. Yeah. You're able to play mini golf again. Mini game stuff, it could be fun. But
the next one you could go scuba diving.
Scuba diving's sick.
I guess that could be fun just to test it out.
Well, I saw screenshots of how many sea creatures they have. It's going to look beautiful.
It looks cool. Yeah. You can play basketball in this new game.
Basketball could be fun. Okay, 2K. So they just put 2K in GTA.
Again, yeah. If they do it right, I feel like they could put 2K out of business.
They might be able to.
They can't do
They're going to have a black top in GTA?
Basically. You can go hunting, which I think could be the coolest thing in this.
I used to play demos of hunting games on Xbox.
Yeah.
So much fun when done right.
I agree. I think it's awesome.
It's already a shooter game, so it should translate well.
You can go dirt bike racing.
I was going to say they could shoot rocket launchers
you can.
at the animals, which would be... You can't eat it after.
No, you can't eat that after. It just blows up. You can go dirt bike racing.
Dirt bike, okay. I think they've had that in the past. You
Sounds fun.
Kind of dirt bike down the mountain.
You can go kayaking, which is okay, fine.
Okay, yeah, kayaking, fine.
You can go clubbing, which also is okay, fine.
Clubbing could be fun because you could get drunk in the old games, but if you could actually be clubbing, it could be fun.
What do you just do? Stand there?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you could dance in the game.
And then the last two, you can go watching TV. So I guess, which is a little loophole-y, like Inception-y. You can watch TV in the video game.
Yeah, like actual TV?
I don't know. And then the last one is the weirdest one. You can play video games in the video game.
Yeah, I actually saw the PS5 was sitting there.
Idea.
They had a console there.
I don't know. I doubt it would be a PS5 if you're playing on Xbox. It would just be a generic...
No, I think
console.
It's PS5. I think they used a PS5 to record the trailer.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So heads up.
Yeah, you could do all of that in the new game, plus run people over and all the good old stuff that you do in GTA 5.
Yeah, the fun stuff. The good old stuff.
I love GTA.
GTA is great. You make a lot of money in GTA, can't you?
You can.
I always missed out when I was younger on the little hacks. I had to look them up and then replay parts of the game in order to make the most money.
Oh, like a fair hack?
Yeah, I didn't understand that Lester in GTA 5 was trying to tell us invest in this and then kill that CEO and the stock price is going to plummet and then buy everything and it'll come back up or whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
I never realized that. Or another company that he wasn't in charge of, the competitor.
I think it's going to be like a cryptocurrency, not a cryptocurrency thing. I think that there's going to be a stock market in there.
Didn't Aiden Ross want to do something with that?
Yeah.
I saw something going on there.
We'll see.
Aiden Ross, how old is he? 27?
He's like a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, no, he does really well for himself.
Yeah.
He does. He definitely does.
If there was anyone to do that, it would be him, to be honest, because he's the most into gaming and he's the richest.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Speaking of money.
See
this news around Bill Gates?
Maybe?
Bill Gates is giving away all of his money.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is.
What do you mean?
This is a direct quote from Bill Gates. There are too many urgent problems to solve for me to hold on to resources that could be used to help people.
There's no way this is accurate.
Okay, so Bill Gates was quoted saying that there are too many urgent problems to solve for me to hold on to resources that could be used to help people.
I don't believe that this is true.
No, so he has a plan. He wants to give it out over 20 years through his foundation.
Okay.
His net worth will drop 99% over those next 20 years. That's what he said.
What is his net worth?
His net worth is around 112 billion.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
So 99% of that, he'll still be worth 1.3-ish billion.
It's just like monopoly money at that point.
I mean, you're still going to be a billionaire technically, and it's going to pass down to your family. But at least he's giving away like $100 billion.
If this is true, one, he's going to be dead by that time. He's 70 years old. He's going to be 90 years old. The money's not going to matter, even if he has 1 billion. Second point, I think every single billionaire should do this.
Yeah, I think we could solve world hunger or something.
I think once you get into the billionaire status, that's when like the taxes should be higher, because billionaire is crazy amount of money. Like millionaires, like if they get taxed a lot, whatever, fine. That's not $1 billion. $1 billion is ridiculous.
$1 billion is you can't spend that in your lifetime. It's feels impossible unless you buy a franchise.
Yeah, once you get to the tens of billions, the taxes shouldn't even go to taxes. It should just go to poor people.
You're talking
literally.
You're talking about literally, I don't know, like 10 to 20 people on Earth.
Yeah, I guess there's
who
not
have like tens or hundreds of billions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, if I had hundreds of $1 billion, well, first of all, I'm never gonna have that. I don't think I will.
Hey, think high of yourself.
I'm totally fine with just having a few mil.
Bill Gates, the reason why he wants to do this is he wants to eradicate infectious diseases, improve maternal health, and reduce poverty. So he wants to help out the world, give away his money, because literally what is his family going to do, even if he passes during these 20 years, with $113 billion?
Yeah, it becomes pointless after 10 billion. I think after $1 billion, some of that money just becomes pointless, unless you want to buy a franchise, like what you're saying.
So here's my question. If you had $113 billion, how would you give it away?
I have no idea.
I think I would just kind of split it equally among people who make under a certain portion.
Yeah, I feel like, you know what I would do to start it off, because it is a lot of money and you can't just do it solely by yourself. I would probably just go to the streets of New York, hand out some money.
Okay, you can do that.
Give somebody $100,000 on the street like 40 times in a day.
But you could run into people who have money, and then you could be giving people who are already rich more money doing that.
Well, the first thing that I would do is I would make sure that all my friends and family is good. I would give them all like $10 million each.
Yeah, and just be
whatever
like, hey,
it is.
You're good. You're set.
You're set. Don't work. Do whatever you want. And then I would give it away to the poorer people.
Okay. That works. Maybe like world hunger. Maybe we could put it towards a cause.
Yeah, I would go towards hunger.
Yeah, maybe some cancer research.
Sure. Yeah, that too.
Along those lines. Hey, I love it. You know who I saw on the streets of New York today?
Conan O'Brien?
No. Not a bad guess. Honestly, not a horrible guess.
Thank you.
Joe Buck.
What? Really?
I was just riding a city bike from Grand Central to the pass station. No, I was like riding an e-bike and I like saw him in passing. I was
Buck.
Oh, that's Joe Buck.
Joe Buck?
Yeah, he was talking to someone. I don't know. Probably someone important.
Yeah, maybe Joe Doe.
No.
Jane Doe.
Jane Doe? No.
I have another question that coincides with your question. That's a good word, by the way.
Coincides a good word.
Mr. Beast offers you unlimited money, but you can never see or speak to your girlfriend, your best friend, and your family. Do you take the money?
Sign me up. I'm in.
Sign me up.
I'm in. That's fine. Brian, there's other fish in the sea. That applies to the girlfriend, your best friend, and anyone else.
Your parents?
Oh, I didn't hear the family part.
Family?
I didn't hear the family part.
It's your best friend, your girlfriend, and your family.
Let's just take this at a face value real quick.
Yes.
Unlimited money. Anyone else, I can make new friends. I can make new family. That's
Correct.
fine.
That was my main selling point to why you would take the money.
Yeah, and you know what? They might just think something happened to me. They might think I just cut them off. That's fine. They'll understand.
You can go buy a country.
Yes, you could do whatever you want.
You could buy Australia, and you're the ruler of Australia.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if I need that much money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, because, family's priceless, girlfriend priceless, best friend priceless.
But you just said you'd get rid of all of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of jumped at the idea of like unlimited money for Mr. Beast.
Money.
Yeah, because then I could golf how much? Oh, forget it.
You could literally do quite literally whatever you want.
Yeah, I would probably solve world hunger. I'd put it towards a good cause, and that will justify it on top of my golf membership.
And you'll never speak to your parents, never speak to me, never speak to your girlfriend, never speak to your brother.
Can we just be real for a second?
Yes, let's be real.
These people aren't going to live forever. I'm just saying it. I'm saying like everyone.
You're right, Zach. You're right.
You could get hit by a bus tomorrow. It could happen. That money is going to last my entire life.
It's going to last your entire life, your kids' entire, your new girlfriend, your new family that you adopt.
Well, I can't date after that. Can't do it.
You just said that you could just go find another.
No, I can't do it. She's irreplaceable, Brian.
You just said
They're replaceable.
You literally just said I can replace my girlfriend.
I don't remember saying
well,
that.
let's pull it up and we'll put it in black and white just because we know it's in the past.
We'll see.
So you're taking the money.
I'm taking the money, of course.
Unlimited money.
Yeah, why not?
What if it was $1 billion? So
Yeah, done. No, I don't know.
What about $1 million?
I don't put a price on this.
You wouldn't do it for $1 million?
Unlimited. I do it for unlimited. That's all I do it for.
$5 million?
Ooh, that is tough.
$10 million?
No, stop. You better stop that. I think I had something related to that, so let me just locate it quick. With
$10 million and you could still speak to your girlfriend.
Debate.
$10 million.
Stop.
$10 million, but you could speak to all of them, but not see them.
Speak?
Yeah,
Oh,
on the phone.
No, fine. That's done. That relationship's not working out.
No.
That's not,
relationship's not working out.
Not working out. Speaking of money, a lot of money-based topics here. This is a great transition.
Money.
You worried about living long?
Not really.
You don't want to live too long, right?
I would like to live to like 90.
90?
I think 90's old, but not too old.
I want to be that 90-year-old that could still touch his toes. You know,
Or
that could
I would
swing a
like-
golf club.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. There's an easy way to live 20% longer.
How's that?
Well,
Grow a beard?
no, it's not grow a beard. Several studies have been done that have proven this true, and it comes down to you.
Okay, let's hear it.
But it's for my life.
Interesting.
Your lifespan increases by 20% if your best friend spends money on you. Come on.
Come on.
Well, technically, if we spend money on each other, maybe we'll both live longer.
So what do you want me to buy you?
I don't. A golf bag. I need a new golf bag.
Can you buy me a new golf bag?
No, it can't be the same thing. I think the math kind of.
How about whenever you need something, I'll buy it for you, but you have to buy me the same thing.
Okay, that's fine. So we're finding a loophole.
Yeah.
So if I go to the grocery store, you buy my groceries, I buy yours.
Correct.
Okay, I like this. It boosts health and longevity. I think it's time we start spending money on each other. I really do.
All right, deal.
We kind of do because we have like the business together. I pay you.
You don't. You physically press the button. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's our money.
Yeah.
But I pay you.
Yeah, technically.
And technically, you're paying me by giving me some of that money.
Yeah.
That's part of our business.
Yeah.
But I was thinking new golf bag, a driver, hair transplant. I'll take one of those, please.
Do you want? No, I don't think you want one.
I'll take.
You already got offered one
If
for
you're-
free,
if
and
you're-
you got paid $5,000. You said no.
But I wasn't guaranteed to live 20% longer. So if you buy me a hair transplant,
All right.
then we can have a conversation about
Email
it.
them back.
Yeah, and then Invisalign. I need
You
that.
want Invisalign?
Yeah, my teeth. Everyone's making fun of my teeth nowadays. It's
Really?
bad. Yeah.
You got
That's
vampire teeth.
the one. The vampire teeth and the bottom teeth are crooked. It's bad.
That's all you wanted to say. Just what you want.
Yeah. It's just a redo my face. But you know what? I'm happy about myself. I'm beautiful.
I have more money stuff and more like
Why don't you tell me more
powerful
money stuff?
people stuff.
Okay,
We
sure.
were talking about Bill Gates before. He was also involved in some conspiracy theories, I think.
Was he?
I don't know. Maybe that's why he's trying to give back.
I don't know about that.
Very
At least
burpy
he's
today.
not trying to go to space like Bezos.
I'm sure he is.
Like he's trying. Bezos taking over the moon.
All right. The United States spent $21 trillion building an underground city for the rich and powerful.
So they could have wiped our national debt
Yes.
by not building that city.
Instead, they decided to build an underground city.
Is that a real thing? Does it exist?
I'm going to tell you the story here.
Tell me the story, Brian.
A woman by the name of Catherine Austin Fitts, George Bush's former assistant secretary of housing. So she's an official woman in the government. She knows this stuff.
She's legit.
She seems legit. She stated that the USA built this $21 trillion city underground in case of a near I can't speak.
It's okay.
Slow down.
Hey, slow down. Deep breath.
A woman by the name of Catherine Austin Fitts, who is George Bush's former assistant secretary of housing. So she's semi-official, I would assume.
Yeah, she is. She's legit.
She stated that the USA built this in secret in case of a near extinction event for the rich and powerful.
Okay, I've seen movies about this.
Yeah, so she stated that she had some insider info when she was in office with George Bush.
That's very impressive. I'm happy she's sharing her story.
So she said that it is a fully functional underground city across the United States.
So across the entire United States.
There's over 170 bases across the USA.
That's definitely where the lizard people live.
Yeah, the Schleechlacks.
Yeah, the Schleechlacks. Is that what they are?
Yeah. She also stated that some of these bunkers and like cities may be under the ocean.
Okay.
And they're all connected with transportation.
No way. This can't be true.
So like if you have the New York City underneath the New York City, then you could take the shuttle down to the LA City under the LA City.
No, but that already exists. The underground city is the subway system in New York.
I think it's below that.
I think it is.
Yeah.
But that's where they keep the schleach
It's even below that.
there and in the bathrooms in the subway.
$21 trillion they spent on this.
Yeah, I mean, they literally, they're so selfish.
I know.
That's what they are. They're selfish people.
We just got to get to be rich and powerful.
Yeah,
so
and
we
then
can access
leave
it.
all the poor people behind. I'm joking. That's a joke. That was like my evil laugh.
That was like your normal laugh.
That's my normal laugh.
That's
Because
your normal laugh.
people hate my laugh too. And why don't you pay for that too? Change Zach's laugh. There's so many things wrong with me now. It's bad.
This is your monologue.
Yeah. Now I could keep going, but I'm going to stop. Is that it?
Yeah,
That's all you got for me?
Yeah, that's all
you know who lived? He doesn't live under. That's Oscar.
SpongeBob?
Oscar the Grouch.
He lives under the sea.
Elmo has been fired from Sesame Street.
What does that mean?
He's been fired.
By who?
Sorry, laid off.
What does that mean?
So Elmo from Sesame Street,
I know who Elmo is, Zach.
put a post out on LinkedIn. I'm going to read it
He's
to you.
a puppet.
Hi, LinkedIn. Unfortunately, Elmo was recently laid off because of the federal budget cuts. Elmo worked at Sesame Street for 45 years. Elmo is sad. Elmo loved his time at Sesame Street. He's going to miss all of his friends, and he's looking for a new opportunity.
So you want to sign him to the pod?
Well, we have kind of. 7-Eleven commented, and they said they're in talks to hire Elmo.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, should we help bro out? That's what they said.
Bro out?
Yeah, they said, should we help bro, out?
Bro is Elmo.
Yeah, he's Elmo's 3 years old with 45 years of experience.
That doesn't make any sense.
He's exactly what the modern job market is looking for. What's next for Elmo?
A 3-year-old?
He's a 3-year-old with 45 years worth of experience.
That's exactly what the job market's looking for?
Yes, it is. That's according to this
A
comment.
3-year-old.
Yes.
They're looking for 3-year-olds.
What's next for Elmo? What's his next gig?
I don't know. He might go down a bad path because he got laid off.
You think
Maybe
so?
like pimp.
Pimp?
Elmo the pimp.
I went a completely different route than
Maybe
you.
stripper. Male stripper.
Brian, he's 3 years old.
He's 45 apparently.
I was thinking podcaster,
Drug addict.
a voiceover artist. I mean, he's already got the voice.
Oh yeah, he could voice over Elmo.
A freelance mascot, maybe do some like Dunkin' gigs, you know?
He could. Why Duncan?
I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to
He could
mind.
be our mascot.
Yeah, we would hire him. Let's hire
I would
him.
hire maybe an assassin. He'd turn into an assassin.
I was thinking a preschool teacher because he's good with children. You know, he's able to teach and educate just like he does in the
Criminal.
show. Yeah.
Drug addict, criminal.
Yeah. PBS, whatever program it's on.
PBS Kids.
Shameful by them.
Yeah, that's a little.
He's the head of the franchise.
They don't make Sesame Street anymore, do they?
I think they do.
There's a Sesame Street World in Pennsylvania, or land
Where?
in like Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
We got to go.
No, we don't.
Yeah. You're going to find Elmo in a garbage can there.
Yeah, that's okay. I have one more thing about money I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, all right.
So I want to
Why
talk
don't
about
you tell me about
TV,
money?
how Elmo is on TV. That's my big transition. The cost of cable versus these 8 streaming services is ridiculous.
Okay. These are the main 8 I'm assuming you're going to share.
Yeah, so I'm going to break it down for you. The average cost of a cable package in the USA is $83 per month.
83 is a lot.
For live television.
I stopped cable. I'm out on cable. I don't do it anymore.
I did too. I don't have it.
YouTube TV, if that.
Yeah.
And then the other streaming platforms. You get every sports game.
If you had all of these, you would be paying just the same, if not a little bit more than the basic cable package.
Okay.
Disney Plus, $19.99 a month. HBO Max, $15.99. Netflix, $9.99. Paramount Plus, $9.99. Peacock, $9.99. Prime Video, $8.99. Apple TV, $6.99. Discovery Plus, $6.99. That comes out to a total number of
$89.68.
$89 per month. I think it just rounded off.
Oh, that was a good guess.
That was very good. It's only $6 more than a basic cable package.
Yeah. So are you on team cable or team streaming?
I'm on team streaming.
Oh, okay. You
get
are.
so much more content, so much more movies, TV shows. Some of these even have some live tea in there.
Yeah, Hulu, Live TV, they have that. You got to pay for upgraded packages, I think, but you could drop a few to get a few perks in other ones.
What is cable doing? They're not doing anything to stop this.
You know what? They're like Blockbuster.
They are. They're going to go out of business.
Yeah, I saw a post the other day. I don't think this is going to transition to make any sense. It was like Blockbuster. Netflix didn't put Blockbuster out of business.
Blockbuster put
Blockbuster out of business or something like that.
I agree with that. I feel like Blockbuster had the opportunity when Netflix started doing the red box.
Yeah.
And
it was
then
like customer service or something like that they failed.
Blockbuster sucks.
I miss it.
No, I miss it too. I
one
actually
by
love
us?
Blockbuster.
Come on.
I think there's one open.
I think there is 2. Oh, we should visit.
We should go.
There's so many things we should do.
We don't have to go to Sesame Street. We can just go to the Blockbuster ones.
Yeah. The streaming services, though, I'm in on them. And I think like YouTube TV or something along those lines to replace your cable.
100%.
That's what my family does. My parents do it.
It's definitely less.
And then I bum off theirs for a short period of time until I get kicked out.
Don't tell YouTube.
I won't.
I'm wearing the YouTube outfit today.
That's nice. See, it looks good on you. It doesn't look good on me. I can't do it. I don't know why. The static.
You're very negative on you today.
Yeah, I am. I'm wearing an ice cream shirt.
How's the hairline doing?
Do you see it?
It's doing.
I literally seriously considered shaving it today and coming here and doing the podcast bald.
Shave it for Friday.
I
Thursday.
I think I'm going to for the golf trip.
So do it for the podcast. It'll get us more views.
Yeah, all right. Yes! Probably do that. I don't know.
You're doing it.
Speaking of aliens,
because
I'm an alien.
About that.
If aliens came to Earth, what food would you give them to represent the world? I think we've done this in the past, but I want you to give me breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. A full day's worth of food.
Oh, okay. So am I trying to impress them?
Yes, you want to represent Earth. It's like, oh, you know what we did?
What?
We did if there was one person for them to meet.
Yes.
But this is the food. What food would you give them?
So am I trying to impress them or am I trying to like give them the general consensus of our food?
I think that's up to you. You're in charge of the menu. This is like the Masters, except this is aliens to Earth.
I think I want to do a little bit of both.
Okay, why not?
Like I want to give them the staples, but I want the staples to be great.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Breakfast?
Now you can't have them you can't pick like a sampler or something. You got to pick an actual dish.
I got to choose one dish. Can I have like a side for the dishes?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You can call me crazy here.
No, don't say, I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
McDonald's?
No. You can call me crazy here for breakfast. It's just such a New Jersey bias. I'm going to pork roll, egg, and cheese.
I said pork roll, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel.
I think that is the greatest breakfast sandwich on the planet. I'm not joking.
People might say bacon, but I agree. I think pork roll, you get pork roll in every bite. Bacon kind of falls off the sandwich or you get too much in one bite. Yeah. It's different.
And if you haven't had it, you have to have it. So if I get a side with that too, I would just go like some hash browns.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't matter where they're from. It's fine.
You could say the McDonald's hash brown.
All right. I mean, I'll just take a regular diner's hash browns.
No, you won't. You're showing them. Just angry. He's an angry
okay, so that's my breakfast. Pork roll, egg, and cheese. I'll even put some hot sauce on the side.
Wow. Crazy.
And then some hash browns. Lunch. Oh man, this is tough.
Yeah.
Damn. So they haven't eaten anything ever?
No. I mean, they eat their own food. I don't know what they eat. I don't know what aliens eat.
Damn. Frick.
Yeah. I think whatever you pick, you have to complement it with the dinner. Like you need to cover your bases.
Can I go dinner first?
You could go dinner first.
I think dinner, I have to go with like a pizza.
Oh, interesting. Why don't you do that for lunch though?
Because I feel like
pizza is more of like a lunch food. Yeah, I like lunch.
All right, then I'll go a pizza lunch. Like I feel like just a good solid pie. I wouldn't even experiment with the toppings. I would probably just go regular cheese, maybe pepperoni on half.
Okay, give them a little bit taste of something.
But else. A New York pizza.
Okay,
either a New York pizza or a pizza from like Italy.
Okay,
so I would go pizza and then a side dish of. I don't know what goes well with pizza. Maybe some like chicken
mozzarella
wings.
Sticks, chicken wings.
Yeah, I go like maybe some buffalo wings on the side.
Pizza and wings, classic combo. Love it.
I feel like that makes sense. And people are going to comment, oh, this guy's so American. Oh, yeah. That's a great start to the day.
I think you needed to mix in some fast food into one of these. So I thought like Chick-fil-A maybe.
That
would be like bring them somewhere special,
Nope. And then dinner, I think for dinner, I'm going to go a very, very nice steak and mashed potatoes.
Okay.
And maybe some broccoli on the side.
Like a filet mignon.
A filet mignon, mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes, filet mignon, and broccoli.
Broccoli?
Yeah.
You could do better than broccoli.
I like broccoli the best.
You said mashed potatoes.
And then a Guinness.
Oh, good one.
Or 10 Guinnesses.
Get them drunk?
Yeah, get them messed
buzzed
up.
for the first time in their life?
I think that might be like a very like picky eater take on that. But
you need dessert. Oh,
I need a dessert.
Yes.
Chocolate lava cake from Applebee's.
Okay. Is that the same as the triple chocolate meltdown?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I either would go that or I would just go like a classic like vanilla or chocolate milkshake, something like that.
Okay, milkshake. Okay.
Just to introduce
maybe tiramisu,
No. Overrated.
Or an ice cream sundae?
No, overrated.
Banana split.
Overrated.
Okay.
Overrated.
All right. I think the aliens would be happy with that.
I would hope so. If I was tasked for that people would be scared. They would not like me being tasked with the food thing.
Do you want to go now, or do you want me to give one more and then you, then me?
Yeah, I have one more.
Okay.
I'll go now.
You want to go right now? He's going to go right now, folks.
So talking about a podcast.
We do that. We
do that. The Golden Globes are introducing the Best Podcast Award in 2026.
I saw this. I meant to write it down.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Are we going to be in the running?
No, we're probably not.
It's fine. A lot of people are saying that if they start doing this, they should also do Best YouTuber and Best TikToker.
Very interesting.
Which I don't think we're going to be in the running for that. But,
you know, they had, I think Forbes came out with like a top 100 creators list or something like that.
We weren't on
People pay for those slots.
Yeah, definitely.
They do. It's like a PR thing. We used to do it for work in corporate. People pay for it.
Definitely. So would you like to see that happen?
I would love to see that happen, of course.
Who do you
think people deserve the respect? I mean, it's a profession, it's a job, and it's art.
So the definition of the Golden Globes is that it awards things in TV and film.
Okay.
Which podcast is kind of stretching that a little bit. It doesn't really make sense. That's why we have like the iHeartRadio Music Awards. We have like the Streamies, stuff like that. Does it fit in the Golden Globes?
I mean, maybe not the Golden Globes, but I think we need something on the scale of that that's respected enough. Like the iHeart Awards, the Streamies, whatever you call those. It's not appealing enough to win an award for that. Cool, you got a trophy, you got recognized, but some of these podcasts are the most influential platforms in the world.
I agree.
Not ours. I'm not saying ours.
You never know.
No, I really don't think it's ours. But some of these that are like more of like the financial podcasts and ones that, you know, get people through their own day and stuff, right?
I'm struggling to get that word out.
Well, I'm trying to justify that. But I think like the financial ones and like that actually help people call in and stuff, they deserve to be awarded.
Who do you think should win the Best Podcast Award in 2026?
2026, I'm not entirely sure. I feel like a few years ago, Joe Rogan would have had a Modern Family type run.
Yeah.
He would have knocked out the category.
I think even currently. So I looked up the top 100 podcasts on Spotify, like as of right now. Joe Rogan is number one, and he usually always is either one or two, interchangeable. And then other guys on the list were This Past Weekend with Theo Von. He's number two, actually. Caller Daddy's always on there. Good Hang with Amy Poehler's on there. Tucker Carlson Show. There's a bunch of true crime shows that are always huge. Your girlfriend listens to those kind of things. Who do you think would win it this year?
This year, I feel like you got to go more trendy, more in it. I'm going to say Alex Cooper with Caller Daddy.
Really?
Now, I'm not saying it's the best, but I think those award shows... It's like the MVP voting. They ride people who are hot.
Well, it hasn't been a thing yet.
Okay, that's
There is no voter fatigue.
All right, give me Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I think so. I think it might be us.
No, I don't think it's going to be us.
I think we could be in the running.
I don't think so.
You never know.
Maybe if they do podcasts that also run live shows.
Caller Daddy does that. That's okay. I think we'll get on it eventually. We'd have a best. We would have a better running and a better like catalog for best TikToker. I think.
Probably, yeah.
I would like our chances a little bit better there.
I think from a viewership standpoint, because of the frequency that we post and the amount of views that we do within a year, I mean...
I feel good about best YouTube Shorts creator.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I feel up there.
And what about Instagram? Why not?
YouTube likes us more.
Okay. Speaking of social media, that's fun. What historical figure would have went the most viral on social media? So you could go across all categories: celebrities, actors, writers, artists. Who would be the most viral?
Most viral, like consistently?
Yeah. So like, just imagine like a creator, but in the 1800s.
Okay.
Who would be the most?
So I was going to say if it was a one-off video, it'd probably be Genghis Khan.
Okay.
And he'd probably get arrested for whatever he's doing.
That's probably true. Good.
But if we're just talking about like somebody that can tweet and like post YouTube videos and just go viral consistently...
You can give me a few people too. Like who would go really viral on social media back in history?
Well, I think if I think like obviously if Michael Jackson was on social media, he'd be great.
Okay, that's completely valid.
If Elvis Presley was on social media, he'd probably go great. I think that Freddie Mercury would do a great job with his personality
because he also goes out and performs.
But that's not my answer. I want to go way back. It would probably be Jesus.
That's okay. Jesus is like the cop-out answer.
Or it would be Moses because he split the Red Sea.
That would be the most viral moment in the history of social media.
People do it at high school basketball games where they split the Red Sea and it's just people. If he was actually doing it to water, that would be the most viewed video of all time. 100%.
It definitely would. I thought Abe Lincoln might be all right.
Noah from Noah's Ark?
That's another one.
I'm going down like the religious route.
All the religious. Adam and Eve. couples account.
Yeah, couples account. That'd be a good couples
They
account.
pop off. People would love them.
They would.
Do I grab the apple? Do I grab the snake?
They would pop off. Amelia Earhart vlogging her trip.
That would be insane.
Yeah. Didn't she die on that trip?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Harry Houdini.
Harry Houdini would be great.
He'd be like the modern day, what's that?
Julius Dean?
Julius Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except he'd be
Shout
doing
out
probably
Julius Dean.
crazier tricks.
Way crazier. He'd be like Chris Angel. Chris Angel isn't on social media. Who else would be good?
I thought Marilyn Monroe, Cleopatra, they could be like in the fashion kind of
She'd
side
be
of
the
things.
IG model, like Summer Rae or Corinna
Dating
Kopp.
tips, relationship advice.
Yeah, like Call Her Daddy.
Yeah. William Shakespeare, Brian.
Nah,
Okay.
he's too weird.
Okay.
What about
Any artist?
Julius Caesar?
Julius
Nah,
Caesar?
he's got nothing to bring into it. Christopher Columbus.
Yeah. Yeah.
He would get arrested as well.
He would have that video with the thumbnail, Mr. Beast style. I traveled across the Atlantic Ocean
Yes.
on 3 boats.
Yes. I found this place.
I found the land that no one else has gone to besides all the people that already lived there.
Exactly. Oh, I like that question. Good question. Good
I love
question.
good questions.
Who else would be good?
I think we have one more topic. You ready for it?
Yeah.
52 minutes. We're 52 minutes in, and probably if you're watching the podcast, we're about 45 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to think of another person and then come back to you at the end.
Okay. Children used to be able to drink alcohol in Russia.
Children of all ages.
Yeah, specifically beer.
Well, that's why Russia is what it is.
Yeah, I want to tell you why.
Tell me why.
Russia didn't consider beer an alcoholic drink until 2011. That's like really recent.
2011?
2011.
That's ridiculous.
Anything under 10% alcohol was considered a soft drink.
Oh my
So you could
God.
have like an IPA or like a double IPA and still be fine. And it's just a soft drink. You could drive, you could drink it on the street. It was just a soda.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. That is crazy. And Vladimir Putin is still in charge.
Yes. And I was wondering, does that mean kids were allowed to drink beer? It had to have.
I don't know. Did you look up if there was a drinking age limit?
No, it didn't. Not for beer
requirement?
because it wasn't considered an alcoholic drink.
So I guess then they were just boozing it up on the streets.
Where's the coolest spot you would drink a beer in Russia?
If you could drink anywhere?
Legally, yeah.
Maybe
Hezbollah's house.
probably with Hezbollah, yeah.
Okay. But you could drink anywhere you want.
No, Hezbollah doesn't drink.
Oh, true.
Sorry, Hezbollah. I didn't mean to say that.
Okay, my bad. Now anything above 0.5% is considered an alcoholic drink.
That makes sense.
Lame.
That's
So
the
lame.
same as the rest of the world, right?
I think it is. I think
is
that's
lame.
consistent across the board.
Yeah, that's like those commercials that used to literally be Budweiser commercials and they're drinking and driving.
Yeah.
In the USA. Mm-hmm. You ever see those?
Yeah, and it's not legal. You're not allowed to do that.
No,
but-
it was legal back then.
Oh, was it?
It wasn't illegal.
Okay.
So there wasn't a law against it. So you could drink and drive.
But you couldn't be drunk and drive.
Yes, you can. Did you ever see those commercials?
I've seen the commercials.
They go,
but-
they're taking away my rights. I can't drink a beer and drive to work anymore.
Okay, drink a beer and drive to work is different than like being drunk and driving to work.
Let's see it.
I don't think that. I feel like that's a crazy take.
No, I'm right.
You're right.
Drunk driving became illegal in all 50 states in 1988.
That's very late.
Yeah, I don't think they were checking. They were just letting people drink and drive.
That's
it's a little
insane.
ridiculous.
Wow. Didn't know that. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, you learn something new every day.
My thing that I want to close that out with was that Russians prefer vodka anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, soft drinks are for soft people.
Hey.
Well, that's their mindset.
That's their mindset, yes.
or was their mindset. I don't want to put words in their mouth anymore.
All right, I think that's the pod. That's the podcast.
That's the podcast.
That's
Who
the
would be
podcast.
another guy that would be good at social media?
Probably.
Walt Disney would be good.
Who was Martin Luther King?
Yeah, he would be great.
He would be awesome. Imagine, because he was an activist within or without social media.
Genghis Khan would be crazy.
He would be crazy. All right, let's shout out our members. I know we lost some members, but
We lost a member?
but I think we gained a new one.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
Let's go.
And his name?
Kevin.
Chris.
Oh, close.
Julia Kern, Abby, Penguins06, Thomas Flynn, Phil the Thrill, Unknown, Simon K, Coke Troops, who's Christian, Josh Pittman, David Schmelkser, Scoots26, and Chris.
How many is that? 11?
That is,
Just Chris.
I think his name's just Chris.
Shout out to you, Chris.
I don't know who Chris is.
Might be your roommate.
He joined 0 days ago.
Let's go.
No, there's no way Chris, my roommate, would have joined our
shot.
membership. He doesn't support anything we do.
No, he doesn't.
Because he's a bad friend.
He's a loser.
All right, that's it for the podcast. Live show tickets.
20.
prize picks promo.
Whoa, don't speed through this. July 26th, we're doing a huge live show in Asbury Park, New Jersey. House of Independence, 7 p.m. start time, I think. Get your tickets. They're online. They're going fast. Then we're doing one in Washington, D.C. We'll pop up the flyer right here again. We forget the date. What's another thing that we're doing? I'm on vacation next week. So we're going to film a podcast in 2 days to help you guys like get caught up.
Yeah, I guess 2.5, 3 days.
Yeah.
How do you do that? So if it's Monday, is Thursday 2 days from now? Or is it 3 days? I think it's 3.
3 days.
Yeah. It always bothered me.
And we're going on a golf trip. That's it. Goodbye.
Hopefully I'll come back happy.